Okay, thank you. Okay, hello guys. Welcome to grade 8 maths. So, if you remember yesterday, we looked at how to find how to divide numbers using the long division. So, as a quick reminder to those who are not here, so we are just going to do one or two questions on long division, then we move on to today's work. Okay. Yesterday, yes, we did a class. Unfortunately, no, there's nothing. There's nothing written on the paper. There's nothing written on the paper. Don't worry. Okay. So yesterday I came in late, so we actually did something. Okay, so since you are not here, some of you are not here, we will just do a couple of questions, then we move on to the day's work. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this question. Let's look at this question. So, for example number one, you are being asked find the square root of. You want to find how to divide 3 into 3, 7, 4. Let's say this is the question. Can you see the question clearly, guys? I know there is something that appears to be written at the back of the paper. Can you see clearly? Okay, so this is the question. We want to find 3 into this. Okay, so when we say 3 into 3, we'll get a 1. So I'm going to write a 1 here because we only write the whole number that we get when we divide. We don't write the remainder. Okay, so we say 3 into 3, we get a 1. That's why I wrote a 1 there. Okay, then I'm going to say 1 multiplied by 3. I'm going to get 3, 0, 0. As soon as I have a 1 multiplied by 3, then I get a 3 just underneath what I have divided. I'll just write 3. Then replace these numbers with 0, 0. Okay. After that process, I'll subtract. So we're going to say 374 minus 300, which is what? 74. Yes, we always write what is left. Okay, then we move on to here now. We're going to say 3 divided by 7. What do I get? I'll get a 2. You can't hear, but can you follow what I'm doing monthly? Can you follow what I'm doing monthly? You just need to follow what I'm doing here. Okay, so we are saying we have 3 divided by 3, we get a 1. Then we are going to multiply. We are going to multiply 1 multiplied by 3, I get a 3. Then these I will replace with zeros. Yes, then these I will replace with zeros. Then I will subtract after that process. I will subtract 374 minus 300. I'll get 74. Okay, when I reach this stage, now I'm going to divide again, like I did here. I'm going to divide 3 into 74. Okay, like I did here. So what do I do? 3 into 7, I get what? I'll get a 2, right? Then I'll say 2 multiplied by 6. 2 multiplied by 3, I'll get a 6. So I'm going to write a 6 here. Then here, like how I did here, I'm going to replace with a 0. Like that. Then another process, I'm going to subtract. What am I subtracting with? 7, 4, subtract 6, 0. What do I get, guys? What is 74 minus 60? What is 74 minus 60? Are you doing this with me, guys? Hello? I need you guys to be participating. Okay. I need you guys to be participating with me. Yes, Tokozo. I need you guys to be participating with me. 74 minus 60, I'll get a 14. Okay. Then I'll write a 14 there. Okay. Then I will say 3 into 14. 3 into 14. What am I going to get when I say 3 into 14? What is 3 into 14, guys? 3 into 14. When I say 3 divided by 14, I'll get a 4. Okay? I'll get a 4 here. Okay? Then I'll say 4 times 3. Then I'll get a 12. And then again, what am I going to do now? I'm going to say 14 minus 12. What do I get? I get 2, which is the remainder. Because why am I saying it is the remainder? Because when I say 3 divided by 2, it's not going to work, isn't it? So I'm just going to write remainder 2, like that. Are we together, guys? Do you see that? Okay, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's say we are being asked to find, for example, 7 divided by, say you want to divide 7 into 429. 3, like that. This is going to be a long process. This is going to be a long process. But I'm sure we'll manage to work it out. Okay, so first stage. So the thing that you need to remember, guys, you need to be familiar with your times table. You need to be familiar with your times table. If you're not familiar with your times table, this is going to take you a long time to do. Okay, but a little bit of practice, always practice. Maths, for you to be good in maths, guys, you need to do a lot of work. Okay, but as soon as you are familiar with this, it will be on your fingertips as quickly as that. Okay, so let's do this one. What do we have here? You're saying 7 into 4. We cannot say that because it is 4. So we say 7 into 42. What do we get? 7 into 42. What are we going to get, guys? When we say 7 divided by 42, we get 6. Yes. Because you need to be familiar with your times table. You need to be familiar with your times table there, guys. Yes, you need to be quick on your times table. Okay. So we are saying we got a 6. 6 multiplied by 7. What do we get? 6 multiplied by 7. We got a 42, right? As soon as I have a 42, these I'm going to replace with 0. Then I have my line like that. I'll subtract. I'm now subtracting. When I subtract this, I'm going to get what? 93. Then I'm going to say 7 into 9. What do I get? I get a 1 there, right? Then I say 1 times that, I get 70, right? In this, is going to be like 93 minus 70. When I say 93 minus 70, what am I going to get? 2, like that, right? Then I will come here and I say 7 into 21. I'll get what? I'll get a 3 here. Then I'll say that 3 times 7. What do I get? I get a 21. Yeah. And this is going to be what? 23 minus 21, which is going to give us what? A 2. This is the remainder. So I'm just going to write remainder 2. Remainder 2. Okay, guys, any questions on this one? Any questions? Any questions? No questions, right? Everything okay? Okay, everything okay. Okay, let's. I want us to look at some questions I have here. These are not on division. These are not on division. Which part do you not understand? Which part are you not understanding? Which part do you need help with? Okay, guys, if you have any questions, you raise your hand and I will attend to your questions. If you have any questions, just raise your hand and we will attend to the questions. Okay, let's move on, guys. Okay, so we want to move on to today's business. We want to move on to today's business. Today's business, I want to look at simplification of brackets. We want to, I want to do expressions and equations. We want to look at expressions and equations. Sorry for the handwriting, guys. I know it's not really clear, but hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so I want to look at expressions and equations. I'm not sure if you have looked at those. Okay, so I want to see. So we want to look at algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions, which are called algebraic expressions first. That is what we want to look at, algebraic expressions. Okay, so how do algebraic expressions work, guys? When we are talking about algebraic expressions, this is what we mean. We are removing letters, we are removing numbers, sorry. We are removing numbers and we replace the numbers with letters. Then we want to work with those letters as if we are working with numbers. Okay, so sometimes we do this to make our calculations easier, right? Because the whole idea is to make our calculations easier. When we tackle questions, we want to make the calculation easier. We do the calculations using using numbers, then we substitute the numbers with letters, then we calculate using letters. How is it helpful? How is this helpful? Let's take, for example, you have a tuck shop. Okay, you have a tuck shop. You represent eggs, the price of eggs. You represent with the letter A, and you represent a bread. The price of bread represent with the letter B. Okay. Then at the end of the day, you know these prices. Let's take, for example, we have A being equal to 1.2 rand. This is in rand. Then B, let's take it to be 20 rand. Okay, so you have these values. It might be complicated at the end of the day. You probably have sold 80 eggs and how many? And 100 bread. Okay, you have these values. You have these values at the end of the day. These are your sales. These are your sales you have managed to do. These are the sales you have managed to do. So you probably want to calculate the amount of sales that you have made for that day. How would you use algebraic expression to be able to do that? How would we use algebraic expressions, these algebraic expressions, to calculate that? How would we do that? We would use a formula. Okay, we would use a formula. A formula will tell us the amount of sales at the end of the day. Let's take, for example, these are the only sales you managed to do. So we are going to say 80 eggs. What am I going to represent eggs with? I'm going to represent eggs with A. Then bread. I'm going to represent bread with what? Sorry guys. I'm going to represent bread with 100. 100 what? 100. Okay, so this becomes an algebraic expression. This becomes an algebraic expression. But this one becomes an equation because we have an equal sign that is giving us this sign. So if you are to substitute A with $20 and B with 20 rand, you would then find the total sales for the day using this equation. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to simplify expressions, how to calculate these expressions given, how to simplify them, how to do that. Okay, let's look at some examples that we are going to work with. Okay, let's take, for example, you are being asked simplify the following. We want you to simplify x plus y plus 2 3x plus y. Okay, so the whole idea I was giving you this is to make you appreciate why do we have stuff like this? Why do we have stuff like this? Sometimes these x, y, they are just representing numbers like we have. Okay, so let's try to simplify this, guys. Let's try to simplify this. Okay, this is an example. So we are going to say x plus y, you can just write it as it is. You can just remove the bracket and write it as that. Plus, and we want to simplify what we have here. We want to simplify what we have here. The bracket there means the 2 is multiplying everything that is inside the bracket. I'm sure you know that. Okay, so we're going to say 2 multiplied by 3x. We're going to have 6x. Okay. Then we have, yes, the total sales is going to be 20,960 if the equation is like that. Okay. Then we have 2 multiplied by y. This is going to give us what? 2y. Okay. In simplifying this, we are going to have, we then want to group the likes. We group the likes. When we are saying we want to group the likes, we are combining those that look similar. For example, we have this that is similar to this. We can only add eggs for the, we cannot combine eggs and bread. As you can see, these are two things that are different. So we cannot combine them. We can leave them as it is. But if we want now to find the value, that's when we simplify. Okay, so we will combine this. We're going to say x plus 6x plus y plus 2y. Okay, this is going to give us what? This is going to give us 7x plus 3y. Yes, this is the value we have. This is the simplified value. So if this expression is giving us, let's take for example, x is representing the x. Oh, which part? Which part is that, guys? Where am I getting it wrong? Which part? Did I mess up something? Okay, I have x plus y here. I have 6x. I have 2y. Is everything okay? This looks fine to me, guys. This looks fine to me. Yes, it is 3y. It is 3y. Okay, so this is what we have. So if we then substitute the values, from there, if x is representing the x, if y is representing the bread, then we substitute the values. If we substitute the values, then we will get the answer for that expression. Okay. So this was clearly addition of expression. We are looking at addition of expression here. We simplified the expression. Okay, let's look at another example. Let's look at another example where we want to look at again expressions being simplified. Okay, let's look at an example like that says simplify. Again, it's saying simplify. Simplify what? Simplify x plus 2 factor of x plus b, like this. Your b. Oh, it's clear on the paper, guys. It's more clear on the paper. And I'm just used to writing on the paper because it's more clear to me. I can do my free hand. With the computer, you'll be restricted. I think there is some restrictions to that. Okay. Okay, let's look at this question, guys. It is asking you simplify this question. It is asking you to simplify this question. Okay, so when we are faced with a situation like this is how you do it. This value is going to multiply the whole thing. Okay, like this, we are going to have x multiplying x plus 3. Then we have this guy. The thing with this guy is he works, he checks with him the sign. He checks with him the sign. So we're going to say plus 2 plus like that. Okay? When we do that, what am I going to get? What am I going to get? Okay. I'm going to have x multiplying x plus 3. Here I'm going to have x squared plus x multiplying 3. I'm going to have f 3x. Then I'll say plus 2 multiplying plus x. I'm going to have plus 2x. Then I'll say plus 2 multiplying plus 3. I'm going to have what? Plus like that. Okay. In simplifying grouping the legs, I see there is an x squared there. There is nothing like x squared, so I'm going to leave it like that. So I'm going to write x squared. Then I say plus 3x plus 2x. When I say plus 3x plus 2x, I get what? I get a 5x. And I say plus x. This is my final answer. This is my final answer. Is everyone getting to this one? Is everyone getting to my final answer? Did we all get this? X squared plus 5x plus 6. Did you all get this? Guys, you need to be participating with me. You need to be participating with me. Which part do you not understand, Fusani? Fusani, which part are you not understanding? Which part? Okay, let me do another question. Let me do another question. Then we will see. If you have any questions, guys, raise up your hand. Okay. If you have any questions, just raise up your hand. I will attend to your question. Okay. Okay, let's do another question. Let's do another question. Saying x minus 7 x plus let's say plus 3 like this. Okay, let me just alter the question a little bit. Let me put a negative there. Let me put a negative there. Okay, so I have hand up. Okay, let's see who's got their hand up.
Sir,
Hello, John.
why does the x moving to the front of the brackets between the x plus 3
Why does
and the
the
plus 2
x,
at the back?
which part?
Why does the x go in front and the 2 at the back?
Oh, that one. Okay, let me do it again. Let me do it again. Let me show you. Let me explain to you how we can do that. Okay. Yes, those are space holders, those are space holders. It's just to fill the space. Okay, let me just attend to a question that was raised by. Okay, let's do this question and see how we manage to do this. Okay, so looking at this question, guys, looking at this question, I just altered it a little bit and I put a negative x here and say plus 3. Okay, we are saying x minus 7 is multiplying negative x plus 3. Okay, so what is happening? We are saying everything in this bracket is multiplying everything in this bracket. So we can decide to say, let's multiply these guys independently. Let's multiply these guys independently. Okay, so we are going to multiply x in the whole of this bracket. Then we multiply negative 7 in the whole of this bracket. So that is what we are doing. We are saying x is multiplying negative x plus 3 minus 7 is multiplying negative x plus 2. These two brackets, we are saying this value is multiplying this guy independently. And this guy is multiplying this whole bracket independently. Because we have two values in the bracket. We have two values in the bracket. So we can choose to let them multiply the brackets on their own. Okay, so we are saying x multiplied by that, we're going to have negative x multiplying by 3, we're going to have 3. Then you're going to say negative 7. Because like I told you guys, this guy moves along with its sign. So we're going to take negative 7. That's why we took negative 7. So we say negative 7 multiplying by negative x. This you should remember, guys. When negative numbers multiply, they give you a positive number. When positive numbers multiply, they give you a positive number. But whenever the signs are different, yes, it is the distributive property. Husani, yes, it is the distributive property. We are distributing. Yes. You guys are so clever. I love teaching this. Okay, so we are saying negative 7 multiplied by negative x. What do? We have negative and negative. We're going to get a positive. That's why we're going to write a positive. A positive what? A positive 7x. 7x, 7 multiplied by x. Okay. Then what? Negative 7 multiplied by positive 3. What am I going to get? I have a negative and a positive. I have a negative and a positive. This is the situation I'm talking about. Whenever I have a negative and a positive, the answer I'm going to get is going to be a what? A negative. But remember, guys, this only applies to multiplication and division. We are not talking about addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction is another matter altogether. Okay, so we are saying negative 7 multiplied by 3. We're going to get what? A negative number. That is the first thing I write. Then I'll say 7 multiplied by 3. I'll get 1 like this. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to say negative x squared plus 3x plus 7x. What do I look for? Is there any of these values that has an x squared? That is the first thing I look for. I see there is nothing. So I'm going to write as it is. Then what? I look again at 3x. Is there any value that contains an x? I see there is another value that contains an x. So I'm going to do that operation. That operation is saying plus 3x plus 7x. What am I going to get? Plus 10x. Is there any number that is numerical that doesn't contain an x? That doesn't contain an x? I'm going to have negative 1. Like that. I have simplified the question. Is this clear to you guys? Is this clear to you? Hello guys, is this clear to you? Okay, so that's one way of showing this. So let me show you how to deal with algebraic ratio, algebraic fraction, how to simplify algebraic fractions. Okay, we're going to simplify algebraic fractions. Okay, let's say you are given a situation like this. I say 2x plus like what? Plus 4. Let's start with a simple one. Plus 4x, like this. This one is a simple one. Okay, so guys, there is no, like we said, the reason why I started with that explanation about eggs and bread is for you to appreciate whenever we are talking about x and y, whenever you see a situation that has an x and a y, what they are trying to do is just to make you understand that they have removed a number and replaced that number with a letter. Okay, so the way we deal with numbers is the same way we deal with letters. For example, if you have been given that this is 2 over 8 plus 4 over 16, what do you would, your first step, what do you would be your first step? Your first step would be to find the common denominator, isn't it, guys? It's for you to find the common denominator. So as you can see, there is an x here and an x there. So what you simply do is to find the common denominator. So the common denominator there is, okay, you have your x. What is the next step? You say this x divided by this x. What do you have? X divided by x, I'm going to get a 1. Because there is only once this x is getting into this x. Multiply by 2 is 2 here. Then I'll say plus. Then I'll say x divided by this x I'm having here. Again, I have 1. No, Cassandra, it is once. We are saying how many times is this x getting into this x? Husani, we are saying this x is dividing this x. Do you get that? We are saying we have this situation where we are saying x over x. What is x over x, Husani? What is x over x? X over x, this is going to be 1. Do you see that? So we are saying this value divided by this value here. Okay, I see there is a hand up. Lisedi has his hand up. Hello, Lisedi.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you, sir?
I'm okay. How can I help you?
Sir, I have a question on number 2. How did you get that number 6?
Number 6. Which one? This one?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we said 2 multiplied by 3. Do you see what
sir.
we are doing? We are saying 2 multiplied by x, we have 2x. When you say 2 multiplied by 3, we have a 6.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
It's okay, my man. Okay, guys. Are we together now? Are we together now? We are saying x, this x is dividing this x. So when you say x dividing this x, we get a 1. That is this 1 I'm having here. Then I will say 1 multiplied by these 2, I'm getting a 2. Okay? Then I'm going to say plus. Then I say x divided by x. I'll get a what? I'll get a 1 again. So I'm going to write a 1. Then I will say that 1 multiplied by that. I'm going to get 2 plus what? Plus 4 over x, which is 6 over x. Yes, John, that's the correct answer, 6 over x. That is the correct answer. Okay, so I always want to start with the simple one so that you get the idea of the operation that will be involved. Okay, so let's move on to a little bit complex, not that complex. I know you get the hang of this one when we do it. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Okay, so I have a 4 there. This is a 4, guys. That's a 4. Okay, let me just cancel it. I have 4 divided by, let's say I have 3x plus, I want to add with what? I'm going to add with a 2 over x, like this. So let's say you are being asked to simplify a situation like this. Let's say you are being asked to simplify a situation like this. Okay, so like we said, what we are always looking for, the first step is to find the common denominator, isn't it? You want to find the common denominator. Okay, so here I see I have 3x, I have x. What do you think is the common denominator, guys? Tell me, what do you think is the common denominator of 3x and the x? These are our values. What is the common denominator of 3x and x? What do you think, guys? What do you think? What is the common denominator of 3x and x? What is the common denominator of 3x and x? 4x. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. Okay, this is how you find. Yes, I'm clear with the idea. 3x, guys. 3x is the common denominator. Okay, what do we mean when we say this is the common denominator? What do we mean when we say this is the common denominator? Guys, we are looking for the smallest number that can be divided by both 3x and x. The smallest number that can be divided by 3x and x. That is the smallest number. So I'm going to give you a clue how you can easily identify if how to easily identify a common denominator. I'm going to give you a simple clue how you can easily identify that this is the common denominator. How you can easily do that. This is how you can easily do that. You look at the values, you look at the two values. Either the common denominator is the biggest number we choose 3x and x. Either when you have an algebraic denominator, this is how you choose. You choose the biggest between these two, or you simply, if the biggest is not the common denominator between those two values, then you multiply those two. Okay, so we are going to look at an example that will clarify my point. Okay, we're going to look at an example that will clarify my point. Okay, so we identify that 3x is the smallest number that can be divided by 3x and x without leaving a remainder. That is the common denominator. So 3x is the common denominator. Then we say 3x divided by 3x. So we have the same situation we had previously. When we say 3x divided by 3x, we have 1. Then this one is going to multiply what? This one is going to multiply 4. Like this. Then I say plus. And x divided by 3x. What do I get, guys, when I say x divided by 3x? What do I get? Anyone? Yes, I get a 3. I just wanted to see if you are paying attention, guys. If you are not sleeping, are you not sleeping there, guys? Okay, so I have 1 multiplied by 4, I'll get a 4. Plus 3 multiplied by 2, I'll get a what? A 6. So I'll say divided by what? Divided by 3x. This is going to give us what? 4 plus 6. I'm going to get a what? A 10 over 3x. This is the value I'm getting. 10 over 3x. I'm sure you got the same answer, guys. I'm sure you got the same answer. Okay, sorry for moving too fast. If you want to copy something, here's your chance. Okay, are you done, guys? Are you okay? Oh, which part are you confused with, Erin? Erin Peters. Okay, don't worry, guys. Just copy everything. Then we will do another question. I will do another question that is like this. Then we will see if you still have questions, Erin. Okay. Okay, let's look at another question. Let's look at another question. This was question what? This was question 3. Let's look at question 4. Let's look at question 4. Okay, let's change the situation a little bit. Let me change the situation a little bit. Okay, let's consider a situation that is a little bit different. consider a situation like this. Okay, let me just divide my page. Okay, so I'm going to say now 2x divided by 4y plus, let's say plus what? Plus 7 over what? Over 6x. Okay, we have a different situation now. Let's have a different situation now. Okay, this is going to be equal to. So the first thing we say, guys, is to look for what? For a common denominator. So the question to you guys, what is the common denominator here? What is the common denominator in this situation? Okay, you need to copy the other page. Okay, let me just put it there for you to copy. Are you done, Zamkile? Zamakushe? Okay, so you have to go back to the other question here. We are okay. No, it's about to be. I'm just going to do this question, then you will be done for the day. Okay, Cassandra. Okay, let's look at this last question, guys. Let's look at this last question, then you will move on. Let's look at this last question, then we are done for the day. Okay, so I'm just going to do this one quickly, guys. So you have to follow quickly. Okay, so I have here 4y and 6x. We want to figure out what is the common denominator between 4y and 6x. So like I said, guys, between these two, you can see that here we have y, here we have x. For us to determine the common denominator is a little bit complex for us. Okay. So what do? We multiply these two. We multiply 4y and 6x. What do we get when we say 4 multiplied by 6, guys? I get 24 y x. This is the common denominator. This is the common denominator. When I say 6 and 4y, I'll get 24yx. Okay, so what do I do next? I'm going to say 4y divided by this. When I say 4y divided by this, I always get the guy who is next to it. I always get this. 4y divided by this, I always get this. So I'm going to say 6x center of 2x plus, again, I say 6x divided by 24yx. I'm going to get what? 4y multiplying by 7 there. Then this is going to be what? This is going to be 4x plus 7 multiplied by 4. I'm going to get what? 28y. Like this. Okay, so this is the situation we have. This is the situation we have. Everything divided by 4y. Okay. Of course, guys, we can simplify this further. We can see that at 4. We can see that 2 is common between these two. So what I'm going to give you as a homework, guys, I want you to simplify this further. I want you to simplify this further, this question. Can you simplify it further so that it becomes simpler? This is your homework, guys. This is what we are going to do when we meet next time. Okay. This is what I had for you today. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye.